It didn't look like it for a long time this evening. Aston Villa, though, have come away from Belgium with a 3-1 first leg win in their round of 16 tie, capped off with a late Marco Asensio penalty, one of Unai Emery's subs, and it is looking good for Villa ahead of the return leg next Wednesday, isn't it, Damien?
Oh, listen, to win 3-1 away from home at any level is incredible, especially this with a second leg to come. Now they get to go back to Villa Park and they're in great shape. I'd love to have been a fly on the wall in the build-up to what Unai Emery's thought process was, what he was looking for from this game, because we gave him a little bit of criticism at half-time, but then he made the changes. But the way it panned out was perfect, nice and solid, then unleashed a couple of subs, got into the game and got the noses in front. So it's an ideal night for him. He cut a frustrated figure, so I don't think he was all happy.
A bit of throwing his hands up and shouting and roaring. Take us back to the first half then. You're going to just talk us through those couple of key moments. Brilliant start from Aston Villa this way. We've been delighted with this.
Great set piece. Central set piece is always awkward. They split it 3 one side, 3 the other. And they have one player from one side, which is Morgan Rogers, and Leon Bailey coming in from the other as the spare players, filling the space that the others created, and it's a real neat and tidy finish. But then Brugge came flying back with a wonderful ball over the top. Disasi caught up a little bit, and the kite runs off Leon Bailey. Brian said that he should stay with him, he probably should. I'll tell you what, Tielemans should see him. I mean, that's the job of a number 6 there, because they're not light in the middle. They got 2v2 in the middle of the goal. Tielemans' job there is he's running, he's got to be scanning. Has anyone lost their runners? He's your insurance policy, and he's got to slide there and intercept that. OK, Brian, from Brugge's point of view, when we watched them against Atalanta, we saw a team that was ruthless with their chances. Alas, not the case this evening, because they did have chances. Yeah,
well, those chances in the Atlanta game where Atlanta cut short, chasing goals. Villa generally had players back, but there were still big misses. At this level, they'd got to take them. They haven't been prolific through the group at all. That was good build-up play, get her out wide. Talby's cross, dealt with by the Villa defence, who were more solid looking tonight. I think they've had problems this season on the Dicker's shot, easy save by Martinez. Had a fairly handy night tonight. This is marvellous chance for Nacken, usually so accurate, usually scores.
And Mings got a touch in that, didn't he?
We think Mings got a... We didn't see definitively whether he did or not, but what a ball from Van Aken round the corner for Tesoulis, and he puts her over the bar. He had to score that one. Magnificent chance. Good set-up play again. Another ball put over the bar by the substitute, but that was already a 3-1 at that stage. But the Tesoulis one and Van Aken one, had to score at 1-1, were absolutely crucial to the game.
Big moment, wasn't it?
The goals came after that. It's hard to see them pulling it back.
So Villa win, and when you're a coach that makes a quadruple substitution after 64 minutes and your team wins, then you look like a genius. But just talk us through.
Feels like you're making a statement though when you make 4 in a row that you're not happy. But Villa started with a flat front 3, Rashford and Bailey high wide, level with Watkins. Then the 4 changes came. Kamara came off the bench, and you'd Ramsey, Asensio and Morgan Rogers, 3 tight in the middle of the park, and it caused an awful lot of problems, an awful lot more problems, for Brugge. Here you see Ramsey coming inside, getting on the ball, and again finding Kamara in the pocket, who then moves it wide to Rogers, who fires across the goal, and again Asensio arriving late because you've players centrally. Look how narrow Asensio is there. Rashford in the first half would have been out in the touchline. You get players in and around, you cause confusion, you sow confusion, and again a lot of bodies forward. This is desperately unlucky. I mean, he turns around there and Matty Cash is there. Just a split-second decision, and obviously attacker is soulless there.
Iron mind.
Yeah, listen, he's an attacker. He just saw he lost the ball and stuck his leg out, gave away a penalty, stonewall penalty, and Asensio does great. I always think it's a good penalty when the keeper goes the right way and it goes in. Yeah. You know, everyone always says it's a good penalty. A good penalty is when the keeper goes the right way and it still finds a corner. And
Mignolet saves the one in the Atalanta tie, and it couldn't get his hands on that one. Last one to you, Brian, on this game. Bruges went to Atlanta, won 3-1 in the last round. Is there life in this one yet, from what you've seen?
Yeah, but they were leading 2-1 when they went to Atlanta, and they knew Atlanta were going to come on to them, and they stung them on the counter-attack and got 3 early goals, then defended well. But were absolutely clinical. But Atlanta, as is their usual form, they were quite scarce at the back, and they exploited the spaces, which they didn't get tonight. I don't see Villa making big mistakes. We saw how rigid they were and how static they were in the formation up until the middle of the second half. I don't see them opening up in any mad way to concede a few goals in the home game.
It'll be pure belt and braces job and see the tie through, you'd imagine.